Welcome to another round of Month in Data, in which we take a look at the numbers behind some of this month's trending stories. This month, Apple released a study titled The Illusion of Thinking, Understanding the Strengths and Limitations of Reasoning Models. You've probably heard about LLM models behind AI, the large language models, but this report takes a look at LRMs, large reasoning models, breaking down their claim to use a process of reasoning to fulfill a prompt. The study looks at LRMs like OpenAI's o1, o3, DeepSeek R1, and Claude 3.7 Sonnet Thinking, which generate so-called thinking processes, testing their true capabilities and limits using controllable puzzle environments. Apple's researchers performed their tests using tasks across 3 tiers of complexity. Low complexity, in which standard large language models without explicit thinking mechanisms often outperform LRMs. Medium complexity, in which the additional thinking process provides a clear advantage, and high complexity. For problems beyond a certain critical threshold, the report found a complete accuracy collapse for both LRMs and standard LLMs, dropping to 0% accuracy. Interestingly, one of the big problems researchers uncovered was an overthinking phenomenon. For example, in simpler problems, LRMs found correct solutions early, but then continued exploring incorrect alternatives, creating questions as to the true extent and effectiveness of reasoning capabilities. AI generally still has significant challenges to overcome to become more reliable. From AI to AR, the race to bring augmented reality smart glasses to the market is intensifying. In June, Snap announced that the spectacles are evolving into specs, lighter, more powerful, and set for a 2026 launch. Snap released its 5th generation of spectacles for developers in 2024. And now, after Snap invested more than $3 billion over the course of 11 years, fans can look forward to the company's next iteration, designed with AI in mind, featuring deeper integration with OpenAI and Gemini on Google Cloud. AI-powered smart glasses are revolutionizing the market, with AI-driven features to enhance translation, productivity, and smart design. And forecasts support this, with the AR glasses market set to surge from $6.3 billion in 2024 to close to $12 billion over the course of 5 years. And Snap is not the only company looking at the AR glasses market through the lens of AI. Meta has announced new Oakley-branded smart glasses, alongside ongoing work on its Orion AR glasses. These additions are likely to fuel even greater levels of adoption, adding to an already growing installed base as the applications and accessibility of AR further increase. Perhaps 2026 marks the year AR will no longer feel just like a tech demo, but a true reality of the future. 2 giants of the UK telecommunications market officially joined forces this month, with a mega merger between Vodafone and Three. The combined business, unsurprisingly named Vodafone Three, is now 51% owned by Vodafone and 49% by CK Hutchinson Holdings Limited, Three's parent company. The deal brings together 2 companies with combined revenues of around £7 billion and a base of approximately 28 million mobile customers. The combined revenue makes up a large chunk of the overall telecommunications industry revenue in the UK, which stood at close to £33 billion in 2023. Bringing the 3rd and 4th most used mobile carriers together, Vodafone Three now becomes the largest, most used carrier in the United Kingdom. The headline promise? An £11 billion investment in the UK network over the next decade, with £1.3 billion in capital expenditure planned in the first year. The aim is to increase 5G coverage to 99.95% of the population by 2034 and remove 16,500 square kilometers of not spots, areas without coverage, by the end of this year. Starting July 1st, France is enforcing a sweeping ban on smoking in nearly all outdoor public spaces where children might be present. Restricted areas include parks, beaches, playgrounds, bus stops, school entrances, and even sports venues. France first banned smoking inside public buildings in 2007, a ban that was extended to cafes, restaurants, and nightclubs in 2008. Up to now, these restrictions have not had a major impact on the prevalence of smoking in the country. However, these changes mirror a growing European trend, with both France and the UK ramping up efforts to curb smoking and nicotine use, notably the impact on young people. June marked a ban on disposable vapes in the UK under the new Tobacco and Vapes Bill, part of an effort to build a smoke-free generation for those born on or after January 1st, 2009. E-cigarette use among young people has risen dramatically over recent years, with users attracted by the brightly colored disposable vapes that are available in fruity, candy-like flavors, and sleek designs. Collectively, these changes mark a significant shift in Europe's public health landscape, tightening regulations on both conventional cigarettes and alternatives like vapes. Finally, the Economist Intelligence Unit's Global Liveability Index for 2025 is out, and there's a new leader. After 3 years of Vienna's reign, Copenhagen has claimed the #1 spot as the world's most livable city. It scored a perfect 100 in multiple categories, moving past the Austrian capital, which dropped to joint second following a sharp decline in its stability score after recent terror threats. The Global Liveability Index is based on a ranking of 173 cities across 5 key categories: stability, healthcare, culture and environment, education, and infrastructure. While the average global score stayed flat at 76.1, some regions saw a drop in scores, notably Western Europe, where stability declined across several cities due to geopolitical tensions, protests, and security threats. Still, there are some big winners and losers in other parts of the world. Al-Khobar in Saudi Arabia jumped 13 spots thanks to major investments in healthcare and education under the country's Vision 2030 reforms. In contrast, Calgary in Canada fell out of the top 5 and down by 18 places due to mounting strain on its healthcare system. Looking further down the rankings, cities in the Middle East and Africa make up the majority of those ranked lowest in livability. The 2025 index reveals a world where quality of life is increasingly shaped by political stability, healthcare access, and social cohesion, factors more important than ever in today's rapidly changing urban landscape. That's it for this month. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and visit Statista.com to find out more about these stories and countless others.